And that right there is our NBA weekend recap, courtesy of Brunt Insurance. Greg Brunt and his team at Brunt Insurance, 954-589-2204. Let them sort the market out for you. They're going to get you the best price on all of your insurance needs. BruntInsurance.com, 954-589-2204. All right. Wow. All right. Everybody calm down. Whew. Okay, I'm going to miss the tournament tonight, man. I love sitting around all over the weekend and just putting the tournament on both TVs. Now, there's still stuff going on tonight. We got the Panthers, of course. We got Monday Night Raw. We're on the road to WrestleMania. Everybody knows that's a big deal. Oh, speaking of which, all right, everybody hang on. Make sure you listen to It's Still Real to Me. That's my wrestling podcast, ZASLOW Show 2.0. Newest episode dropped yesterday. So make sure if you want to get caught up on all the week's happenings in the world of pro wrestling, It's Still Real to Me. Great show. Wherever you get your podcast, wherever you're listening to ZASLOW Show 2.0. It's Still Real to Me is right there under the ZASLOW Show 2.0 feed. Drops usually Saturday. This weekend, it was Sunday, so make sure you catch up on that before Monday Night Raw tonight. Let's get to big deal or not a big deal. You know it, and you also know our newest sponsor is Water Cleanup of Florida. So when we're talking big deal or not a big deal, if you're dealing with water or mold or fire damage to your home or your business, you're thinking, is that a big deal? Is it not a big deal? Look, I don't know. But if you call my guys at Water Cleanup of Florida, they're going to be able to tell you if it's a big deal or not a big deal. Water Cleanup of Florida, 24 hours a day, over 60 years of combined experience. Their team is going to handle any size property damage disaster. Call or text Water Cleanup of Florida anytime, 954-900-8635. That's 954-900-8635. You can also go to WCUFL.com. Make sure you check out. They have all the 5-star reviews on Google and Facebook. Water Cleanup of Florida. We clean up your schmutz. Let's see if these are a big deal or not a big deal. Big deal or not a big deal. So how about this nudnik? I couldn't believe this was a real thing. So the Canes, of course, on Friday night, Canes get that win on Friday. It was Struggle City against Drake, but the Canes advanced and survived, like I told you. It ain't a beauty contest. And so after the Canes game, I don't know if it was Friday night or if it was Saturday morning, but you get this tweet from the coach of Ohio University. Who the hell? Ohio? Who cares? This guy is called Jeff Bowles. He tweets out the Hurricanes Drake box score and tweets $800,000 will get you a second game and 8 for 25 field goals. So I guess he's talking about Nigel Pack and Isaiah Wong, who combined for 8 for 25 field goals. And the NIL money, I guess, is $800,000. But by the way, Nigel Pack was why they won on Friday night. He was amazing. But, anyway, he wants to make his point, I guess. This is a head coach of another school who then deleted this tweet because he's an asshole. This is a head coach of another school who is trying to insinuate that the Canes are doing something wrong. I mean, come on. This is a big deal. How is Ohio University okay with this kind of behavior? Very strange to me. Very strange behavior. So, I'm going big deal. That's a big deal. Big deal or not a big deal? All right. Watching WWE SmackDown on Friday night. We've been waiting for this, right? Is Kevin Owens gonna finally forgive Sami Zayn, and team up to take on the Bloodline? Cody Rhodes has been trying to get them to be friends again. Sami's been begging his former friend KO to help him take down Roman Reigns in the Bloodline. And it finally happened on Friday night. KO forgave him. He gave Sami a huge hug in the ring after taking out the Usos. We're likely going to get those guys fighting for the championship at WrestleMania 39. That's a big deal. I love it, man. Wrestling's the best. That's a big deal. Big deal or not a big deal? Have you seen these crazy Andrew Wiggins rumors? All right, this is a big deal because it really seems like the internet and Twitter and social media, it's so vile sometimes. And you have this really nasty rumor out there. I don't know if it's true, I certainly hope it's not true, but also it's just vile that this may not be true and it's out there for everybody. So apparently, the rumor says that Andrew Wiggins has been gone from the Warriors all this time because he found out that his wife slept with his friend and their child is not even his child. It's a nasty, nasty rumor that's out there. I have no idea if it's true or not. But just the fact that that's out there and people are talking about it, it's gross. So I'm going big deal. I feel bad for them in that spot. Big deal or not a big deal. So, Colin Cowherd. Everybody knows Colin Cowherd, right? One of the top radio talk shows, sports talk show hosts in the world. Well, Colin Cowherd, we know, says things to get attention. And that's kind of what we all do, right? Colin Cowherd, this may be the greatest instance of all time of Colin Cowherd saying something just to get attention.
So he tried baseball. He failed. He tried ownership. He was awful. He tried the Wizards. It bombed. Everybody understand that take out Scottie Pippen and Phil Jackson, this whole Michael Jordan mythology is sort of just that. He's arguably the greatest basketball player of all time. Michael was always a bit of a selfish player. He's a bit of a selfish guy, and he's not great at building community. He's great at building wealth for Michael Jordan. That's fine. It's not a criticism. It's a reality of who Michael is.
I mean, it kind of feels like the all-time example of saying something just to get people to talk. Like Michael Jordan's just a guy. He's just a guy. He was made by Pippen and Phil Jackson. Michael Jordan's on-court success, what do all those other things have anything to do with him as a basketball player? It just shows you, just because you're an amazing basketball player, doesn't mean you can be a general manager, doesn't mean you can be a good owner, doesn't mean you can be a good coach, certainly doesn't mean you can be a good baseball player. What do those things have anything to do with Michael Jordan being the greatest basketball player ever? So, I'm going not a big deal there. That's a crazy thing for Colin Cowherd to say. And that right there is another edition of Big Deal or Not a Big Deal. If you got water or mold or fire damage in your home, that could be a big deal. Find out, get it taken care of. Water Cleanup of Florida, 954-900-8635. You can also go to WCUFL.com. Love having our newest sponsor, Water Cleanup of Florida, on board. Those guys are going to help you out. All right. What a show today. This is how you get the week started. I'm so glad you guys chose to do it with me. Make sure you like, you rate, you comment, you do all that good stuff. You can always hit me up at ZASLOW Show on Twitter. Make sure you support all of our sponsors as well. Show's not possible without them. So if you love the show, you love our sponsors as well. And obviously, I'm not just partnering up with anybody. These are people that I believe in. They help me, and they're going to help you too. Hey, make sure you like, you rate, you comment, you do all that good stuff. We'll talk to you. Again, thanks to everybody who helped put together a great show today. Make sure you're listening tomorrow. We'll talk to you on ZASLOW Show 2.0 tomorrow. You know what that means.